If you've been paying attention to all the showcases lately, you know there are a ton of free game demos available right now. I usually play on Nintendo Switch and on the iPad and on Mac, and that really limits a lot of the games that are available to me through these free demos. We've already played a few of them on Mac, but I just got a Steam Deck and I wanted to see how many of them might be playable on that. So let's check out some of these free demos on the Steam Deck. I'm holding the Steam Deck, controlling everything handheld, but I'm actually looking at the screen on my computer, which means I'm not able to use the touchscreen. And I know some of these games work much better with the touchscreen. So we're going to see how it works with no modifications and see which of these games end up being playable. This first one, TownFrame, I have played the entire demo. I didn't really mean to. I just kept going and I really liked it. So I thought it was important to include this one. Now, one of the things to keep in mind, you can absolutely play this on here, but I don't know if you can see it now. But the pointer on here is teeny tiny. I have no idea why it's so small. You can see it when I move it around. I'm using the touchpads. The right stick can move it too, but you're not going to have all that much control comparatively. Under settings, we don't really have many options. I was kind of hoping we could make it a little bit bigger. This game seems to work pretty well as long as you can keep in mind that it's really tiny. I play this initially on the touchscreen, and that worked really well for me. I felt like I had enough control. Sometimes when I tap on the screen, it wasn't quite where I wanted to. It has a pretty good tutorial here that it'll walk you through pretty quickly. If you click and hold, you can change the building into something else. But the basic concept here is there are these different memories that people have, and you have to change the scene to match them. You have to click the button to generate the town. It'll put a bunch of different pieces in, and this works really, really well on the touch screen. It is a little bit trickier using the touchpads, and you can see the bar fill in as you end up clicking on the right options. And then when you get it right, it lets you know there's confetti and you can collect these coins. The game is really good about walking you through most of the different things, and there's a shop where you can continue to unlock tools. I haven't been able to do the one to make photos yet, but the first one you unlock is a map, and the map keeps expanding, so each time it'll give you a different scenario that you need to match. Some of the prompts are significantly less detailed, and as you move through, the map opens up new areas, and the game gives you hints about unlocking new things. And as you go through, you unlock additional features, including weather. There is also a magnifying glass tool that'll help you find hidden areas. I feel like this game would do so well on an iPad or even on the Switch. But overall, I like that this takes the puzzle game in a new direction for me. It's kind of hidden picture. It's matching the picture to these memories, and then it has all of these different features. I haven't even unlocked all of them in the tutorial yet. So it looks like they'll be adding sounds. We already have the magnifying glass. They'll be adding a camera, and there's weather. And it seems like a nice new cozy game if you just want to focus on something. The demo for me took me a little bit more than 40 minutes to play all the different scenes that are in it, and I'm kind of excited to see the full version of this game and where it goes. So if you like things like hidden picture but want something a little bit different, kind of a cozy puzzle game, I would definitely check this one out. If you want something more traditional hidden picture, There's No Dinosaurs 2 seemed to work on the Steam Deck just fine as well. Again, this one I played in the touchscreen mode in handheld, and you can see how tiny the pointer is. It does have difficulty settings and you can adjust a lot of the sound, but in this one you just look around and find these little dinosaurs that are hiding in the picture, and they turn colors and you'll have to find multiple of each dinosaur. But this one works really well in touchscreen mode or using the joystick, or you can use the touchpad. It is kind of small and you do need to be kind of precise, so having those different options can be nice. But if you like those traditional hidden picture games, then this one works pretty well. Lost and Found Co. was announced in the Wholesome Direct. One of the things I appreciate about this one, the pointer is large enough that I can actually see it on the Steam Deck, and in this one you can actually tap with the mouse or using the button. This is a much more elaborate hidden picture game. You can use the touchpads to click and drag to move the picture around, so you just tap the hidden pictures and you'll be able to find them. Seems simple, right? This game has a little bit more going on. This is a hidden picture game that actually has a story mode. You'll get different requests and interact with the picture to complete them. In story mode, you'll have main quests and optional quests, and you can pan around the animated picture to try to find things. And the picture is not stagnant. As you click on things, you'll actually interact with them. But be careful what you interact with. As you interact with different things, things may happen, and you can find special achievements. So in addition to clicking on the hidden objects, you'll have to interact with the picture to make things happen. I found the controls on this one on Steam Deck just a little bit easier than the last two. It has a nice balance of the option to move the camera around with the hand centered or fine-tune the hand placement. The scenes are also interesting, and you never know what you're going to see or what's going to happen when you interact with the picture. And some stories will play out as you interact with things, and they can be pretty surprising. And as you play, you'll unlock additional hidden objects to collect. So this is definitely not your average hidden picture game. The next game I tried is Slider. Sliders is a different kind of puzzle game where you're running around, unlocking new tiles that you slide around like a puzzle slider. As you unlock different sections of the map, you can slide them around a slider puzzle to uncover new areas and solve puzzles in the game. You'll find a variety of different kinds of puzzles in here, and at a certain point, you can even wear a cat on your head. This one works seamlessly on the Steam Deck for me. I wasn't even thinking about the controls. So if you're into puzzle games, I would definitely check this one out as well. In Schim, you play as a shadow and you jump between different shadows to meet your objective. There are different mechanisms in the game that allow you to bounce, interact with objects, and jump further. This one works seamlessly on the deck just like I was using a controller. This is Preserve, a nature-building puzzle game. One of the things I really appreciate is they have a ton of different options. So it looks like we have controller support and controls remapping, as well as additional settings. Preserve is a tile and card-based nature puzzle game where you create environments and place creatures within them, and then the environments come alive. It's a bit more complicated than Dwarf Romantique, but it has a similar idea that as you build up the environment, it becomes alive. Just Crow Things is a run-around interactive game similar to Untitled Goose Game where you will have quests, you can interact with tools, and most of the world. And you play as a cute customizable crow, and you can unlock different hats and accessories for it. So if you like running around accomplishing mini missions and causing a ruckus, this game might be one to check out. And that's 7 new cozy puzzle games you can play free demos of on the Steam Deck. Subscribe for more cozy gaming content and check out the shop for game-inspired designs. Turn on notifications to find out the next time we go live. Hope to see you there.